I want there to be a term for this thing that happens in the news. I think only in America. I think this is the only place that has it, which is the feel good story that is only feel good until like you're done seeing the headline. And then you sit back and you think about the country that was required to make that story. Well, I've got one for you. Linda Tutt High School in Sanger launched a grocery store in November so students could purchase necessities, including toilet paper, meat, and basic food items. They pay for their purchases by earning points from good deeds. The high school partnered with First Refuge Ministries, Texas Health Resources, and the grocery store Albertsons to open the store, which is completely run by students who manage the inventory, stock the shelves, and help other students find and bag the products they need. You can see a picture actually here of what it looks like. You can see obviously the big toilet paper and the Easy Mac. If you go with the Easy Mac, you're gonna wanna have the toilet paper soon after, but those are staples, I get that. And we have a comment from a principal in Linda Tutt that says, in our school district, there's roughly 2,750 students enrolled, and throughout the district, 43% of these students are considered economically disadvantaged. About 3.6% of our students are considered homeless. We thought it was important to support them and their families and make sure they had food on the table. So that is a feel good story that by doing good deeds, tutoring people, helping old women across the street, I don't know, whatever, they can earn points to get their toilet paper and meat and mac and cheese. Feel good story for you.
We are means testing toilet paper. That's literally what that is. It's like, oh no, you deserve to be able to, wipe your own butt. But first, you gotta put in 30 hours of like, community service or whatever. Like, this is not a right as a human being. I mean, yeah, it's very upsetting. And yeah, we're gonna have news stories in 2021 that are like, some of us are still alive. Like, don't we get a cookie for that? No, there are no cookies. It's all depressing. It's like it reminds me of when George W. Bush, this was that classic line where he like talks to a woman who was like, I work 4 jobs. And he was like, see that's the American spirit, working 4 jobs. We work 4 jobs here. Yeah, that's our hard work. And it was like, no, you miss the point of that entirely. But
yeah, it's like you might see like an old timey story of like a fireman who gets a kitten out of a tree. But like that, it's not good that the kitten was in the tree. We don't want to keep putting kittens in trees. Like just because something is saved doesn't mean it's a good thing. So by the way, if you are involved in this program, if you work for Albertsons or whichever or whatever, or you're part of the school system or anything like that, you're all good people because you're doing what you can. I'm glad that you're doing it and everything. But none of this should be necessary. None of this should exist. This can only exist because our country is fundamentally a failure in many of the ways that matter most. And so just like when someone who has cancer and has no insurance can raise $100,000 on GoFundMe, that is a good thing, but it is a good thing that can only exist in a country that doesn't properly value the life of its citizens.
Yeah. And a country that has this like bizarre hero worship of people who overcome all odds and leave, and leave their communities behind and lift themselves up by the bootstraps, which is a totally BS myth anyway. I'm sure you all know, but like we love that outlier. It doesn't matter that 399 people are dead if it's that 400th person that managed to not die in squalor. Wow. Lift them up, and that is no way to run a society. It's a great way to write a Hallmark film. It's a great way to write a movie script. But we don't live in that movie anymore, sadly. We live in an incredibly unequal country.
Exactly. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.